Hello and welcome everybody. This is the Red Right Hand here, and don't pay attention to these two files. We will be using them, but they obviously won't be there for you. So first things first, I start out all my tutorials the same. If you want to do the Epoch mod, you may need to open up Steam and buy the game. So I'm just going to go into Steam this way. I honestly could have done it like this and just hit store, and you're going to want to just type in Arma 3. I love Steam, by the way. It's amazing. This isn't going to go away till I click something because it wants to be annoying, but Arma 3, and you'll just buy it. You don't need any of the DLC. No one buys Arma DLC anymore, honestly. They never did because you could always get the light packs or just go download mods for it that gave you them for free, so yeah, you don't really need your go-kart and stuff. But anyway, you'll just buy the game. It goes on sale all the time. Just wait for a sale if you don't want to spend 60 bucks. 2 seconds, I'm going to take a drink really quick. Delicious. But yeah, you'll buy the game, install it, run it once, just so that it sets up all of its DirectX things and whatever else it needs to do. When you've run the game once, go ahead and close the game, and then you can do all these steps. First things first, there will be 3 links down in the description. Doesn't matter which order you download them in, as long as you download them. This is you can get this mod by doing, I think it's 6 launcher, the Arma 3 launcher, and I think there's one other one, but I can't remember it. Just go to Frankie's video and click his link to go to their website, and they make a launcher. So I don't use the launchers personally. Some mods I do, but not on Epoch. So with Epoch, I just find it easy to do this because it's fast and efficient. You'll see I already have Epoch installed, which will come in a second. Alright, first things first, you'll go to Epoch, download it, just Google it, or click the link below. It'll take you to the ModDB. If you Google it and go to Epoch, then go to the ModDB. I use ModDB. You can honestly go to any mirror you want. Hit download now. You'll download it. It'll go to your downloads and everything. Then download this Arma from Armaholic. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Don't click the big green download now buttons. I hate websites that do this, but ads are ads. They can't control that really. And use FTP number 2. My FTP number 1 did not work for me. I don't know why. It just didn't do anything when I clicked it. So just use FTP 2, I guess, is the moral of the story. And download this. This one, the all-terrain pack, is a huge download. It's 6.5 gigabytes, so it will take a while. Especially Armaholic not giving you, obviously if you have 50 megabytes download or whatever, you're not going to get that. You're going to get probably KBs, so it takes a while. If anybody knows a faster site that has these mods, go ahead and post it in the comments. I'm not going to say they're right or wrong. If you click it, get a virus off it, that's your fault. This is how I did it, and this is how I am going to continue to do it if I ever have to reinstall this mod. I don't really know where I'm going with that. And then this second one, the NATO SF Russian Spetsnaz weapons from Armaholic. Again, scroll to the bottom, use FTP2 is what I used personally. FTP1 may work for you, and you'll download them both. This one takes about 45 minutes. It's not too bad. Epoch mod doesn't take that long either. And you'll have your 2 files here. So the way you can go from here, once you have them downloaded, you can to save time, just go here on Chrome, downloads, and hit show in folder. I moved it out of my downloads folder, that's why it says remove from list only, and this gray removed next to it. So you would hit show in folder. These are all different postings for Craigslist that I've saved, so yeah, I can just click show in folder and it'll show me those, but you can click show in folder and it'll just take you to your downloads folder and have it highlighted. It'll be an A and an N, so just go to A and find it. They will look like this. There'll be a little white piece of paper. It's a zip file. As you can see, none of these other ones are zip files, except for, I mean, these are zip files, but they'll look like a white piece of paper as the symbol, and it'll say all in Arma or NATO SF, and you'll just click them. Like, I'll just take this and I'll take this, and you would just drag them onto your desktop, or you can cut them and then paste them onto your desktop, which is what I did, just so that I didn't have to deal with them in that folder later. And then you'll have your files on the desktop. So, with that being said, these two are zip folders. Epoch, I have an Epoch installation tutorial on my channel. You can watch that, or you can listen to this brief way of how to do it. You will download the folder with the mod from ModDB, right? It'll be in your downloads, just like anything else will be. And you'll just drag it on your desktop, and there'll be a folder. It'll either be a zip file like these, in which case you will do the exact same process as I do with these. I can't remember if it's a zip file or not, or it'll just be a folder called Epoch, or however they want to spell Epoch, right? And then you'll click it and open it, and then inside of that there will be a folder called @Epoch. It'll look exactly like this folder, and at that point you just click it and drag it into your Arma 3 directory, and your mod's installed and good to go. So I'm just gonna delete this because that was just a demonstration, and just because I clean up everything after myself, I just deleted that there. But anywho, we'll have these two, and we can get to unzipping these now that I got that Epoch thing out of the way. So you'll have an @Epoch. So there you go. And if that wasn't clear enough for you, I do have a full separate video on how to install Epoch. So I'll direct you to that first. If I get enough questions about it, I will remake the video. I'm not above remaking a video. And it'll show you all the steps, including downloading Epoch. I was just looking to save myself a little bit of time there with that explanation. So, now that that's done, you can open and explore. We'll use this later, or you can just not open it. That's fine. And you'll just go to your search bar, wherever that may be, and you'll just type in 7-zip. Also, if you want to know how to download 7-zip, since you will need it, just open a new tab, type in 7-zip. You can also use WinRAR. I use 7-zip. It'll be the top one, 7zip.org, and there's all the different types of things you need. Here's a 7-zip for Windows, so if you're a Windows user, you'd use these. And basically, there's a 32-bit and a 64-bit, and there's two versions, right? The 9.38 beta obviously is a higher number, so it's a newer one, so download the beta. And if you're a 32-bit, download 32. If you're 64, download 64. The way you can tell this is, well, that's convenient that I have this open actually. You'll just go to your computer and hit Properties, and you'll see System Type 64-bit operating system. And so now I guess I'll just close that. Conveniently enough, I had it open. You can look at that anyway by going to computer again. Oops, minimize that on accident. All I did was right click the computer and go to Properties, and I saw it under the operating system if I went through it too quickly last time. You'll see whichever one you match, you download that and run its installer and everything. It has an installer, so you're all good. It's not like I need to teach you how to download 7-zip. It's just an installer, so I mean you hit next and it's installed. I can do a separate video on how to install 7-zip if you guys would like me to, but I'm not going to go into it right this moment. Now, time to get to the meat of this video. I apologize. I will put a thing to probably skip to this somewhere in the description, but if not, sorry you had to bear through that couple minutes of I just wanted to get over everything so that no one had a problem. So I'm going to open this because I'm going to use it in a minute, and we're going to hit Start, or your equivalent to that, and type in 7-zip, and it'll just 7, I guess, and you'll find 7-zip file manager. And if it's the first time you opened it, it'll be here. If you've used it before, it'll be wherever you used it last. But the way you can find what's on your desktop or your downloads, I'll tell you how to find both. You just go to whatever one you have Windows installed on, go to Users, then you'll go to your user, and then you'll go to desktop, and you'll have all your desktops. So then for downloads, same exact thing. You go to here, and you'll have your downloads. So again, I'll just go through that really quickly. See users, yourself, and then you can either go to downloads and do it from there, or desktop. Since we drug it onto the desktop, we'll be going to desktop. And here we go. We have an all-in Arma pack. Don't edit its name. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you do, but it's just not cool. You're just not a hipster if you do. So you'll hit extract. When it's highlighted, it'll give you all of this, right? Not a big deal. And you'll just hit OK. And it'll do its whole thing, and this will take a while because the zip file itself is huge, so unzipping it will take a while. I will actually pause the video till this is done, and then when it's done I can resume the video again and teach you the next step. Alright everybody, it's done. It'll close automatically when it's done. So yeah, if you're wondering why that second 7-zip window is closed now, that's why. I'm also rendering a video right now, so that's probably not too smart of me, but oh well. Then you're going to want to extract this one, same way you did last time. This one's much smaller, so I'll probably just let this one run. And you'll see it popped up, made its folder there, just like the other one. I can't pause rendering, so you guys will just have to bear with me for the 30 seconds it's gonna take, or whatever it's gonna be to extract it. Normally it'd be like boop and be done, but it's already got a load on it, so. We'll just take a pause for the cause here, and you guys can listen to my angelic voice just caressing your soul. Alright, there we go. It's done. Just like the last one, it closes automatically, so you don't have to worry about closing it or anything, conveniently enough. Now with 7-zip, you're done. You're done with these files. You can delete them if you want. I'm just going to leave them till the end of the tutorial and then delete them then. You will have these two files right here, and you can open them, and what do you know? An Arma terrain pack and an moss. Holy cow, it's just like all other Arma mods. Never would have guessed. Anywho, open up your file explorer. You know what, just because people will want me to, I'll close it and open it again. That's how you open a file explorer. Yes, I am that detailed. I am the god among making tutorials. Alright. And then you're going to go find your game. As always, I like to say my C drive is an SSD that I use for Windows only, and you know, other programs like Steam, just so it starts up really quickly. All of my stuff that I install that takes up space goes on my hard drive, so that's my D. You'll probably have, if you just bought a computer and it's not one that you custom made, you'll probably just have a C drive, which will be a hard drive, or your biggest drive will be your C drive most likely. And you're just going to go ahead and click whatever one you have the game installed on. And basically it'll look like this. You'll go C drive, program files 86. You'll find Steam apps. And then in here there will be a common folder. I, however, have my Steam games set to install on my D drive. So, right here, the same Steam apps that you will have seen, I created the Steam library folder. So, here's the same Steam apps folder you would have seen. And here's the common folder I'm talking about. So, you'll just click your common folder. And you will go to Arma 3. And as you can see, all the other mods that I've installed are just ats. So, that's convenient. And you're going to go ahead and open whichever one first. It doesn't matter. They're both completely separate mods, so why not do the big one, right? Get the big one out of the way. and you're just gonna right click, cut it, and paste it, and then wait for your computer's minor stroke to stop. Again, I'm sorry that this is gonna take a wee bit. I am also rendering a video right now and recording at the same time and doing this, so the load is sort of real. Hopefully it won't take too long. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all, honestly. Alright, now with this coming to an end, it'll just pop up and make its own folder there. As you see there, you just moved it into here and it'll have its own folder. Just like all the other mods, it'll be an @ and then Arma Terrain pack. Terrain pack, not Terran, excuse me. And it'll be good to go. It'll have everything it needs in it. And then with your other one, your NATO, your Atmos, they'll do the same thing. They'll cut it, they'll paste it in. This one's much smaller, so it goes in a lot quickly, or more quickly. I can't speak. And now that you have all the things that you need installed, I will see you all in game for activating the mods. This is all installed and everything that you'll need. So, also, on a side note, before we clip over to the game, you can do this through a launcher, and it'll obviously, since it's through either 6 launcher, Arma 3 launcher, you'll just hit update and it'll update your stuff if there's ever an update on it. Convenient, but I do it this way. It's just faster in my opinion. All you have to do is find the hotfix, do the unzip just like you did, and drag it in and hit override and you're good to go. So honestly, I just do it this way because it's faster. That's just an extra side note about me, and I've been modding so long that it's just cake to me at this point. Especially Arma mods, they really do make it easy. Like, bravo to them and everything. But I'll see you all in game for activating the mods now that we have them installed. Hello everybody, this is the in-game footage. Look at that, well rendering on CUDA, which uses your GPU. And recording, I'm still hitting 30 frames on ultra settings for Arma. That's 40 frames, honestly, that's really convenient. I can play Arma while rendering, I didn't know that. Alright, anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to configure and you're going to go down to expansions. These are all your default things, obviously. And there'll be a bunch of gunshots in the background, which, of course, I'm going to have to turn down. Thank you, game, for being a douche. Alright, now that you can hear me again, I've had to do this in my other Epoch video, too. The main menu be trolling me hardcore, but anywho, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go to configure. That's my Arma 3 life character name, obviously. It's not my real name if you saw my folders at all in my user thing. It's Cody, by the way. Just in case anyone's gonna be like, stalker mode activate, and go back and be like, what's his name? But anywho, you're just gonna double click all these, your Epoch, and then your Epoch mods active. Then you're gonna double click your all-in-one train pack, and then your NATO and Spetsnaz. That's a cool thing. I like that. That looks neat. I like that. Anyway, you'll have the 3 check marks and you'll be good to go. You'll hit OK. You'll have to restart your game. I'll be back in a minute. It'll obviously have to initialize all the mods, so restarting your game might take a while. So yeah. Obviously here we are, we're reloading the add-ons and everything. So this will take a bit longer than it usually does, this and the actual like Arma screen when it fires up the game. Alright, so here we are back in the game after it fires up and everything. And basically what you're going to do is, since you already have them all configured, like on, obviously I'll show you that again, they're all on. You might have problems with some servers because they'll be running on a different version of the Epoch mod. But if you're all up to date on your Epoch mod, you should be good. I don't know what the current version is going to be for you guys. It may be newer, it may be older. But here's one right here, I guess. Nah, we'll do one that's more full. How about this one? Yeah, Legion Overpoch. I don't know why I'm going into a full server. Especially because I'm going to lag my balls off since I'm rendering right now, but YOLO swag. Here we go. It'll already have a slot for me picked out. I don't even know where, but whatevs. Doesn't matter. Just hit OK. You'll receive the mission file. This may take a while because, you know, it's the first time you played the mod. Overpoch Chinaris loading up. I'm gonna get some gnarly frames. Prepare yourselves, guys. Not used to this. It's gonna hurt my soul. Because you guys can see my frame counter in this particular video because I'm just I'm using the desktop version, so it shows that. I really need to do this when I'm not rendering. This is pathetic. Oh well, you'll get this. Everyone knows if you play mods on Arma, this fucking shit pops up all the time. Receiving data. This can take years, or it can take seconds. It depends on the mod. And then you'll get some more loading screens, because why not? Status bar, loading player info. I've never played before, so, you know, brand new. Welcome to Epoch. My hunger, thirst, my damage, my kaito. There you go. You've loaded in. You may start out... Ooh, I'm at 30 frames. What is this? What is this? 40 frames while rendering. This is immaculate. Okay, it's bouncing from 40 to like 30. Let's see this. Legion! Yeah! No looting safe zones. No killing or spawn camping of players within 100 meters of black dot trader safe zones. No shooting of vehicles from outside of safe zones. No destroying vehicles inside of safe... That's the same rule. No building within 500 meters of safe zones. No combat logging. No voice over radio. No griefing in-game chat or team... Alright, okay, I'm sorry. Basically, the mod works. I've proven it. I'm going to wait here so that I can play with my friends on this map. I'm not going to go teleport in or anything. I can grab starting gear. There you go. Here's my starting gear. Yeah, basically, I don't know why I look like a badass already, but I do. It gave me a carrier light, which is cool, and it gave me just one of the like motorcycle things, which is orange and black. So at least it's not bright white, right? Anywho, this has been a how to install guide. I gotta wait for my 10 seconds to time out, but I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all later, and see you on the battlefield.